Hi friends, very good evening all of you. Welcome back to CAP classes. So today let us discuss 3 questions from accounting standards from paper 1 advanced accounting, and this is revision test papers RTP. You can download from ICA's website, and this is for 2024 latest RTP. Okay, so if you remember in our classes I told you there are some accounting standards where there is no accounting at all. And few examples are accounting standard 18, related party disclosures. There is no accounting. You will not see passing any journal entry. Also, accounting standard 24, discontinuing operations. So these two have recently been added in intermediate syllabus because previously they were there only at CA final level. Now that they are there in CA intermediate level, many of the questions that are appearing in ICI study material or practice manuals, I mean, any this test your knowledge kind of questions given at the end of the standard, or they give in RTP, all these questions are copy paste of CA final questions. So in old syllabus, whatever is there in CA final, copy and paste in CA intermediate new study materials. I have not seen any example or any question which is new. All these things are taken, from some material relating to CA final old syllabus. But anyway, let us see a question on accounting standard 18 related party disclosures and a question on accounting standard 24 discontinuing operations. Okay. Note both the questions as very, very, very important. These questions have already been asked at CA final level. Now they have given it in RTPs. That means there is a very high probability that this kind of questions will appear in your examination, main exam. And also the points discussed in all these 3 questions, whatever we are going to discuss now, are very minute and sensitive unless you really focus on the standard and your quality of reading and understanding is not that accurate. You will not be able to write answers for these questions. So please make a note. We are going to do 2 questions in question number 7, 7172, and then we are going to do one question number 8. 8 is based on discontinuing operations AS 24. 7 is based on AS 18 related party disclosures. All the 3 issues, whatever we are going to discuss, are very, 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 very important from exam point of view. Question number 1. A Limited enters into an agreement with Mr. B. Bola for running a business for a fixed amount payable to the latter every year. The contract states that the day-to-day management of the business will be handled by Mr. Bhola, while all financial and operating policy decisions are taken by board of directors of the company. Mr. Bhola does not have any voting power in A Limited. So I'm skipping point number 2 for now. You are required to suggest how the above transaction will be treated as at the closing date. That means 31st March 2023 for the purpose of accounting standard 18 related party disclosures. If you remember our discussion on related party disclosures accounting standard, there are only 5 types of relationships discussed in accounting standard 18. One is control on the left hand side. Another one is other than control. There are 4 things: A, B, C, D, E. In case of A, when there is a relationship of holding company and subsidiary company, whether there are related party transactions during the year or no, even if there are no transactions during the year, still you need to disclose the relationship. You need to say that this is my subsidiary company, this is my parent company. So even when there are no transactions, you need to disclose parent-subsidiary relationships. But all the other relationships, B, C, D, and E, you need to disclose only if there are related party transactions during the year. Okay, now, if you look at 7.1, the company appointed a person or company entered into a contract. So it is something like, you have, say, for example, a retail textile shop. And you called me and said, hey, Pavan, I want you to sit here in the business and run the day-to-day management, day-to-day operations. all the operating activities are yours. But Pavan, remember, one, you don't have shares in my company. Two, you don't have voting rights in my company. Three, you cannot make any operating policy decisions. Like you cannot say, I will start a new branch here. I will close down the branch there. I will start this new business. I will close down this vertical. I will expand into this geography. I will increase this. I will reduce this. No, you do not have operating policy decision making power. Four, you do not have financial policy making. I will borrow money from this particular bank. I will issue equity shares. My capital structure should be so and so. My gearing ratio should be so and so. I generate money like this. I utilize money like this. No, you cannot do that. So obviously, you don't have shares. You don't have voting power. You don't have operating policy decision making. You don't have financial policy decision making. So who are you? You are just an employee. That could be any type of contract, but you are not a related party. So in this question, clearly, Mr. Bhola is not a related party. So there is nothing needs to be disclosed as related party transaction. There is no related party here because neither he can control the company nor he can significantly influence the company's decisions, nor he can control the composition of board of directors. He cannot appoint board of directors. He cannot terminate board of directors. So he's not a related party. No control, no significant influence, no joint control. Not a key managerial personnel. Full stop. Then, two, Shri Manoj, a relative of key managerial personnel, received remuneration of 3,50,000 for his service in the company for the period from 1st April 2022 to 30th June 2022. That means how many months? April, May, June. April 2022, May 2022, June 2022. 3 months he worked and 3 months he received 3,50,000 remuneration. Okay, who is he? He is a relative of KMP. So, is relative of KMP a relative to the company? The answer is yes. Key managerial personnel, clause D. Relative of key managerial personnel, clause E. So, he is a relative. Mr. Manoj is a relative to the company. On July 1st, 2022, he left the service. On July 1st, 2022, he left the service. But during this period, whatever you have received, that 3,50,000, that is a related party transaction that is to be disclosed. That's all. So this is answer for 7.1 and 7.2. So shall we see the answer? Answer, where are you? So this is 7. Mr. Bola will not be considered as a related party in view of provisions of Accounting Standard 18, which states individuals owning directly or indirectly, owning, you should own shares, an interest in voting power of the company. You should have voting power of the company that gives you control more than 50% or significant influence more than 20%. And relatives of those individuals. So either you control the company or you are relative of person who is controlling. Either you exercise significant influence or you are relative of the person who is exercising significant influence. For example, if I am MD of company, if I have a relative like my wife or my mother, they are relatives to the company as well. In the given case, in the absence of share ownership, Mr. Bola would not be considered to exercise significant influence on A Limited, even though there is an agreement giving him power to manage the company. This contract, this agreement is giving you a right only to manage day-to-day operations, not strategic decision making that influences the operations or finance. Further, the fact that Mr. Bola does not have ability to direct or instruct the board of directors does not qualify him as KMP. So there is no need of applying Accounting Standard 18 here. Question number 2. According to AS 18, on related party disclosures, parties are considered to be related if at any time during the reporting period, one party has the ability to control the other party or exercise significant influence over the other party in making financial or operating decisions. Hence, Shri Manoj, a relative of KMP, should be treated as a related party. He is a relative of KMP, so he should be treated as related party. So hence Sri Manoj, a relative of KMP, should be identified as related party for disclosure in financial statements, as he received remuneration for his services in the company for the period from 1st April to 30th June. So whatever 3,50,000 is given to him, it is a related party transaction. So this is question number 7 on accounting standard 18. Now let us go to question number 8 on accounting standard 24. Note this as very, very, very important. Very important. Because this question is repeatedly asked at CA final old syllabus. So there is every possibility that this will come in, CA inter new syllabus in 2024 or 25. Okay, now question number 8. Arzu Limited is in the business of manufacture of passenger cars and commercial vehicles. The company is working on a strategic plan to shift from passenger car segment to commercial vehicle segment over the next 5 years. Take a minute, read it again. The company is working on. Has a decision been made? No. Whether there is any resolution passed by board of directors? No. Whether a plan which is approved by board of directors is communicated to the stakeholders and those parties who are affected? No. Then what is this? This is just in the ideation stage. I'm thinking of. The company is working on. Now, students miss this phrase. The company is working on. They miss this phrase and they will focus on strategic plan to shift from passenger car segment to commercial. Oh my God. So they are discontinuing passenger car segment. So student says, Pavan sir, now they have two divisions, Pavan sir. One is passenger car segment, Pavan sir. Second one is commercial vehicle segment, Pavan sir. Over a period of 5 years, they are reducing passenger cars and they are increasing commercial vehicles. So one vertical is discontinued. Correct, Pavan sir. No, you are one rubber man. However, no specific plans have been drawn up for sale of neither the division nor its assets. So I am not closing down the division. I am not selling the division. I am not selling the assets of division. I'm not shutting it down. I'm not abandoning it. No specific plans have been drawn up. As part of its plan, you started working on it. No, what you have done, it has planned that it will reduce the production of passenger cars by 20% annually. So year 2025, say for example, it is like this. This is actually CA final problem, as I told you. So passenger cars, commercial vehicles. Okay, so 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028. Okay, so you are manufacturing, say for example, your plant capacity. You are using 50% plant capacity here. You are using 50% plant capacity here. Say for example, this is 2024. In 2024, you are manufacturing, say, 1,000 passenger cars, 1,000 commercial vehicles. Say, for example, just for the sake of, numbers, you're using 50% of your business, 50% of your business is passenger vehicles, 50% of your business is commercial vehicles. Say, for example, these are cars and these are buses. You're manufacturing cars, you're manufacturing buses. Okay. Now, in future, you want to reduce it. So 2025, you'll reduce it by 20%. You'll reduce it by 20%. You'll reduce it by 20%. So in future, what happens? Probably this is going to be like this. My Excel sheet is stuck. Hello, dear Excel sheet. What happened to you? Are you okay? So in cars, what happens? 50 will become 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. gradually over 5 years. Commercial vehicles will become 50, from 50 to 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So after 5 years, there is no passenger car. There are 100% of the business of the company is commercial vehicles. Okay, my Excel sheet is stuck, so I'm not able to write. If you are writing this example, write down under cars 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. Under commercial vehicles 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So this is what the example is. Now, Pavan sir, either gradually shifting from one segment to another segment or abruptly stopping one product or one category of products. Does it amount to a discontinuing operation? The answer is no. Read the standard carefully. Standard clearly mentioned. There are so many examples. Cold cream, varnishing cream, this mobile phone, that mobile phone. So they will give you two products. They will give you two segments. They will give you two segments. And then they say, this is gradually reduced, this is gradually increased. The company wants to reduce cold creams. Okay, the company wants to reduce manufacturing cold creams. The company wants to increase manufacturing moisturizer. They are bloody two products. They are bloody two verticals, two segments. One segment is reduced, one segment is increased. Need not be a discontinuing operation. Pavan sir, in the question they said the company is stopping manufacturing all these, or the range of these products. For example, the company is thinking of stopping manufacturing diesel cars. Is it a discontinuing operation? No, it is not a discontinuing operation. If you look at automotives, they still have so many products. They are either discontinuing one vehicle or one range of vehicles. That is not a discontinuing operation. For example, look at Apple, iPhone manufacturer. So they released 15, they'll release 16, they'll release 17, whatnot. Every year there will be one new version. Okay. Now I'm crazy. When I was young, of course, I'm young now also. So those days I was crazy about this brand. So if 4 comes, I bought 4. 5 came, I replaced. 6 came, I replaced. 7 came, I replaced. After that, I stopped using Apple phones. Now I'll use one dabba Android phone. Not even 30,000, 40,000. Why spending 1 lakh rupees? Put that 1 lakh rupees in some shares or some mutual funds. You will get, if you are smart, you can get 100% return in 1 year, or at least, go to some country and enjoy here. Travel. So why spending 1 lakh rupees on a phone? Chalo. Anyway, today, if Apple has made a decision, what is the decision Apple made? What is the decision Apple made? Apple said, we are discontinuing iPhone 6, iPhone 7, iPhone 8. Why? You have got iPhone 14, 15, 16, 17 board, boss. So, Pavan sir, manufacturing Apple 6 is stopped. Is it a discontinuing operation? Are you kidding me? No, it is not a discontinuing operation. It is definitely not a discontinuing operation. Or even if they say that this range of phones we are stopping, then also it is not a discontinuing operation. So the question says, I'm trying to open this document, but there seems to be some problem to my laptop. I do not know what is your problem, Mr. Laptop. So what is the summary? If you are gradually reducing, the production of a product or reducing the scope of one vertical, that is not a discontinuing operation. Point number 2. Even abruptly shutting down one product or many products under one, particular genre, even then it is not a discontinuing operation. Now, look here. It also plans to comment another new factory for manufacture of commercial vehicles. Even this is not a discontinuing operation. Clearly mentioned in Accounting Standard 24. Say, for example, you have a manufacturing plant in Pune. Now you are shifting that to Ranchi, for example. Is it a discontinuing operation? No. You are shifting manufacturing plant. You are shifting your factory. You are shifting your facility. Pawan sir, my BPO was in Hyderabad. Now I want to start my BPO in Bangalore. I am shutting down Hyderabad BPO. So what? It is not a discontinuing operation. And transfer employees in a phased manner. Even this is not a discontinuing operation. This could be restructuring activity, but this is not DO. These plans have not been approved by board of directors. And the new factory has not yet started. Even if it is started, घंटा फर्क पड़ता है. That doesn't make any difference. You're required to comment if mere gradual phasing out in itself can be treated as discontinuing operation as per accounting standard 24. The answer is no. Who told you? Pavan sir said it is not discontinuing operation, means it is not discontinuing operation. Full stop. Okay, now look here. 8th question. Mere gradual phasing out is not considered as discontinuing operation. Why? Examples of activities that do not necessarily satisfy criteria, but that might do so in combination. That means as such, per se, on the face of it, they are not discontinuing operations. But with some other information given in the question, they could be discontinuing operations, but as such, they are not. Gradual or evolutionary phasing out of a product line or class of service. For example, you look at Pavan Kumar and Company, just for the sake of example, chartered accountants firm. Now we are into accounting and auditing, or we are into accounting, auditing, taxations, business advisory. Now, one fine day, the managing partner of the company made a decision: we will reduce accounting practice. Because in accounting practice, there is no much money. We'll increase business advisory. We will introduce mergers and acquisitions. We will introduce risk management. That is not a discontinuing operation. So gradual or evolutionary phasing out. 2, discontinuing even if relatively abruptly. You have taken a decision: from today onwards, I'm stopping these 4 products. Within ongoing line of business. Within ongoing line of business. Are you stopping manufacturing mobile phones? No. Are you stopping manufacturing cars? No. In that segment, in cars, one product line, one product or several products within one category, you are discontinuing. Or, you can say, even if you look at Mercedes-Benz or Tesla, these kind of companies, if you go to their website, they've given clearly that by 2030 or by 2035, we will stop selling petrol-driven or diesel-driven vehicles. There will be only one vertical, and that is EV. EV. We'll sell only electric vehicles. That's okay. There are no discontinuing operations there. So shifting of production or marketing activities from a particular line of business, from one location, for a particular line, from one location to another location, not discontinuing operation. Closing of a facility to achieve productivity improvement or cost saving. We have 4 factories. We are shutting down one factory so that we will use remaining 3 factories effectively. The productivity of remaining 3, the capacity utilization of remaining 3 will improve. Is it a discontinuing operation? No. In view of the above, mere gradual phasing out in itself cannot be considered as DO. The company's strategic plan also has no final approval from board through a resolution. There is no resolution, no specific time-bound activity. Moreover, a new segment, that is the commercial vehicle production line in a factory, has not yet started. New factory, you have not yet started. So that's all, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? Note all the 3 questions, 7A, 7B, 8. All these 3 are very important from exam point of view. Okay, stay connected. We are going to do more and more RTPs from 2024, bunch of RTPs. We'll be doing so many questions. Keep watching CAP classes. Thank you.